Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Nazim, and I am the person in charge to start the presentation with the introduction first. So in this presentation, we are going to cover about chapter 3, which is training, and the two subtopics that we're going to touch and discuss about today's presentation is training methods and benefits of training. So let's jump directly to the issue of this assignment. So the issue that we create is seafood sedap Sungai Berhad notice a declining in customer satisfaction and frequent complaints regarding to a bad service from the customer service department. So to solve this problem and improve the service quality, human resource department already find out a solution on how to solve the problem. So we are going to provide a training to the employees. Not to forget, the objective for this assignment, we have three objectives. The first one is to identify the positive and negative impacts in the context of training. The second objective is to explain the consequences if we ignore the negative impact. And the third one is to implement the solution that we can overcome from the previous problem. Alright, so now let's jump to the first point, which is the positive impact of training for the employee side. So there are two actually. The first one is increase the worker productivity, and the second one is to increase the knowledge and skills of the employee. So what does it mean by the increased worker productivity? So what will happen actually if the working productivity or the employee productivity increase? The first thing, it can increase the satisfaction of the employee to work in their department because they know what they are doing and they have the ability to do it very, very well. The second thing is less pressure. They will have less stress because they enjoy what they do and they understand of what they are doing, their job to deliver the customer. And then the second one is knowledge and skill. It means that if the correct training provided to the employees, so the knowledge and skill of employees is up to date, especially for the customer service department. It is very important for them to have a very updated and latest knowledge and skill because they are the first person that are going to interact with the customer. So this department, customer service, will create the first impression to the customer. So they have to need a good knowledge and skill to deal with the customer.
Positive impact on the organization side. From the organization side, training brings several important benefits. Firstly, it increases customer satisfaction. When employees receive the proper training, they are more capable of handling customer needs and solving the problem quickly. This creates a positive experience for the customer, which leads to loyalty and repeat business. Secondly, training helps to minimize the cost of error in operation. Mistake can be expensive for an organization in terms of money, time, or reputation. By training employees, the organization reduces the chance of error, and this directly saves the cost and increase efficiency. And lastly, training ensures a higher quality of service. A well-trained workforce can maintain a consistency, follow standard, and deliver excellent results. This gives the organization a competitive edge in the market and can make our reputation more strong. Negative impact on the employee side. On the employee side, the absence of training brings negative consequences. Firstly is worker productivity decrease. Employees who lack of training may take a longer time to complete their tasks, may struggle with accuracy, and often need more supervision. This lowers their overall performance compared to trained employees. Secondly, knowledge and skill of employees remain limited. Without training, workers cannot keep up with new technology, new method, or changing business needs. This not only slow down the organization, but also limit employee career development. Finally, there is a decrease in motivation and morale. When employees feel unprepared or do not receive support from the organization, they may lose confidence in themselves. Over time, this reduces their job satisfaction, lowers motivation to perform well, and can even increase turnover rate.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Hadi bin Idris, and I will talk about the negative impact from the organization side. Based on the issue that have been provided regarding the bad communication and unsatisfied service, we have two negative impact, which is the first one, number of customer complaint will be increased. So this negative impact happen because of lack of training, less of knowledge, less of communication skill that have been provided by the employee of the company, and the complaint happen because of the customer have right to complain because they pay for it. And the second one is increase the cost of error in operation. I give you some example. If the employee of the company made a lot of defect in the product, defect in service, the company need to bear the consequences that had happened. So the human resource department need to train and develop the skill of the employee, increase the knowledge of the employee to serve a good service or a good product to the customer for the negative impact doesn't happen in the company. So let's jump into the second presentation, which is the consequences if the negative impact ignored by the company. So we have learned and we have heard about the negative impact from the employee side and the negative impact from the organization side. So there are also the consequences that will happen, which is the first consequences is reduce organization revenue. So why reduce organization revenue is the consequences of the company? It is because the negative impact is the cost, is the expenses of the company that they need to pay. So when the revenue of the company, when the profit of company decrease, there will be the second consequences, which is effect on the company reputation. When the reputation of the company decrease badly, there is a lot of bad expectation from the internal of the company or the external of the company that will be happen. So human resource department need to train well their employee for them to have a good knowledge, good skill to serve the society, and that is the function of the human resource department, to train well their employee.
My name is Luqman Hakim bin Syed bin Jamal. My student number is 2024689812. So let's continue to my part, which is solution. The process begins with determining who requires training. This could include new employees who need orientation, existing staff who need to improve skill up to date, or manager who require leadership and decision-making skill. Next is to find out what kind of training is needed. This means looking at the knowledge, skill and ability that employees do not have yet. For example, training may be needed to fix performance problem and improve soft skill like communication and teamwork. By focusing on this area, the company can help employee work better now and be ready for future challenges. The next one is training method. First is lecture method. Trainer can explain important knowledge such as company policy, product detail, and communication tips. This gives customer service staff the information they need to answer customer question correctly. Second is simulation training. Employees can practice real-life situation like handling an angry customer or solving a complaint. By role-playing in a safe environment, they learn how to respond calmly and politely without the risk of upsetting a real customer. By using both methods together, customer service staff gain not only the knowledge they need, but also the practical skill to deal with customer effectively. This lead to better service quality and happier customer. For conclusion, training is very important for employee and the company. It help worker learn new skill, do their job better, and feel more confident. When employees are trained, the company also benefit because the service improve, customer are happier, and work become more efficient. Method like lecturer give employee the knowledge they need, while simulation training lets them practice real situations safely. By using both methods, employees can learn and apply their skill more effectively. In short, training makes employees stronger and the company more successful.